जम्मू कश्मीर के कुलगाम जिले में पुलिस, सेना और सीआरपीएफ की संयुक्त टीम के साथ मुठभेड़ में मारे गए 3 आतंकवादियों में जैश-ए-मोहम्मद का एक कमांडर भी था, जिसे आईईडी विशेषज्ञ कहा जाता है। बीएस ठाकुर ब्रिजर ने कहा कि शीर्ष जेएम कमांडर पिछले मुकाबलों से भागने में कामयाब रहा था, जिसने एक उदाहरण में एक MO4 अमेरिकी राइफल को पीछे छोड़ दिया। एक पुलिस अधिकारी ने कहा कि सुरक्षा बलों ने जिले के नागनाथ चमर कुलगांव इलाके में शुक्रवार तड़के एक घेरा और तलाशी अभियान शुरू किया। उन्होंने कहा कि तलाशी अभियान एक मुठभेड़ में बदल गया जब छिपे हुए आतंकवादियों ने जवाबी कार्रवाई करने वाले सुरक्षा बलों पर गोलियां चलाई। ठाकुर ने कहा कि कुलगाम जिले के नागनाथ चिमेर इलाके में आतंकवाद विरोधी अभियान में सेना के 3 जवान भी घायल हो गए। उन्होंने कहा कि कुलगाम पुलिस द्वारा स्थानीय सेना और सीआरपीएफ इकाइयों के साथ एक विश्वसनीय इनपुट पर आज सुबह से अभियान चलाया गया। उन्होंने कहा कि मुठभेड़ के दौरान घायल हुए 3 सैनिकों को सेना के एक अस्पताल में भर्ती कराया गया है। मारे गए आतंकवादी जैश-ए-मोहम्मद के हैं और कथित तौर पर एक शीर्ष आतंकवादी कमांडर को एक आईईडी विशेषज्ञ के रूप में माना जाता है। वह बड़ी संख्या में हमलों के लिए जिम्मेदार था, जिसमें हाल ही में सुरक्षा बलों के कई आईईडी प्रयास शामिल थे। अतीत में उन्होंने कहा कि वह कथित तौर पर 3-4 मुठभेड़ों में बचने में सक्षम था। एक मामले में एक MO4 अमेरिकी राइफल को पीछे छोड़ दिया। इससे पहले जब संयुक्त दल ने संदिग्ध स्थान को घेर लिया तो छिपे हुए आतंकवादियों ने उन पर गोलीबारी की। संयुक्त दल द्वारा एक जवाबी कार्रवाई के तहत आग पर काबू पा लिया गया। उन्होंने कहा कि अमरनाथ यात्रा पर आतंकवादियों के हमले की संभावना है। यह भी कहा गया है कि मारे गए आतंकवादी कतरासू कुलगाम में मारे गए गैर स्थानीय मजदूरों की हत्या में शामिल थे। यह भी कहा गया कि दक्षिण कश्मीर में 100 आतंकवादी सक्रिय हैं और 30 विदेशी हैं। नेशनल 18 के लिए जम्मू कश्मीर से शेख नदीम की रिपोर्ट।
I will now brief you on the conduct of Operation Nagnath, which took place in the intervening night at a place called Nagnath village. Just a brief description as to where the village is located. The Nagnath village is located nestled in the northern slopes of the Pir Panjal range. Road axis connecting to the village, and is approximately 10 to 12 kilometers from the closest base that we have of security forces. On the night of 16th and 17th July, we received very precise and credible information from the Deputy Inspector General of Police, South Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir Police, regarding the presence of 2 to 3 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists, which could also involve up to 1 Pakistani terrorist. We had been receiving reports for the past couple of weeks that the terrorists in this area were harassing the innocent civilians, were making extraneous and unreasonable demands, and branding them as SF informers and misguiding and coercing the local youth to join the terrorist ranks. If you recollect, these terrorists could have also been involved in some of the atrocities which were committed on the civilians. If you recollect, in Katarsu last year, 29th of October, it synchronized with the meet or rather visit of EU parliamentary delegation to Kashmir. 5 migrant Bengali labourers were mercilessly killed at Katarsu in Kulgam district. And also on 4th of April 2020, 2 locals were also killed in the village of Nandimar, branded as SF informers. So possibly it is now being ascertained, as the identity is being determined of the 3 terrorists who got eliminated today early in the morning, that they had a definite involvement in both these 2 cases of atrocities last year and early this year.
Sir, recovery sir,
let me finish with my brief.
Okay, sir.
Receipt of the information, the challenges which our troops had was, we had limited time because we received this information close to midnight, and we wanted to be effective in the area before first light, which happens around 4:30 in the morning, as early as 4:30 in the morning here. There was a single road access leading up to the village. We could not use our vehicles to build up our troops because this was a definite signature which the eyes and ears of the terrorists, that is their lookouts, would pick up, and we could do surprise. As also, we could not send far too many troops because that itself would again give a signature and would lead to loss of surprise. So the main challenge was to build up troops in a surreptitious manner, maintaining stealth up to the target area, and thereafter, once the target area was cordoned, then to rapidly build up upon this trend. After the initial cordon was laid, which was laid by just before the first light, as is the norm nowadays while conducting counter-terrorist operations in Kashmir, we made an appeal to the civilians to evacuate the building because we do not want any sort of collateral damage or either to life or property of civilians. We drew indiscriminate heavy volume of small arms fire from the target house, as also some grenades were lobbed and some under-barrel rocket launchers, under-barrel grenade launchers were used to target our troops which were forming part of the cordon. Mind you, at this point in time, the civilians were not evacuated from the house and they continued to be inside, which include women and children. And hence, our troops had to exercise utmost restraint to ensure that innocent civilians were not put in harm's way. This terrorist, who was later identified as a Pakistani terrorist, and he was shot and neutralized at close range. And it was within this melee that 3 of our Jawans sustained certain gunshot wound injuries and certain splinter injuries. But I'm happy to say that all 3 of them have been given the necessary medical aid and are presently stable. A large quantity of arms and ammunition were recovered, and one M4 rifle, each with 2 magazines and some armor-piercing rounds was recovered. One AK-47 rifle with about 5 magazines was also recovered, and one under-barrel grenade launcher was recovered, which is a huge quantity of arms and ammunition which the terrorists were carrying. What is most heartening, because they tend to use the gullible local Kashmiri youth as cannon fodder to achieve their malicious intents.
Sir, how many militants are active in the South Kashmir?
The approximate figure of the number of active terrorists in South Kashmir is about 100. This would also, you can add a few more numbers because there are some individuals who are missing, who are yet to be enlisted as terrorists, and possibly there are Pakistan is continuing its attempt to push in more terrorists from across the line of control or even from the international border from south of Pir Panjal. So you can add a few more figures to this.
So last year Amarnath Yatra were cancelled in the midst and ahead of the inputs of attacks. What kind of strategy have been taken on?
See, it is only befitting that this operation has been conducted successfully, which has led to the elimination of one Pakistan terrorist also. Just 4 days before the Amarnath Yatra is to commence on 21st. So what we want to send the message to the people, the local people, that we remain committed to ensure that the Amarnath Yatra will be conducted peacefully without any hindrance of any sort, and the security situation will continue to remain under control.
Sir, as per your orders, 100 militants are active.
Sorry?
Is there any inputs of attack?
That they would try their best to target the Yatra, but we've got our systems and resources in place to ensure that it goes on unhindered and peacefully.
Any particular area, sir?
The area on and astride the national highway, NH44, continues to be sensitive because that's the axis that the Yatris will take to go up to the northern route, right up to Sonmarg, because this time it's only the northern route which will be active, which will be active as far as the yatris are concerned to go up to the Amarnath cave.
Sir,
In process of ascertaining, but as of the initial reports that we got, possibly the Jaish-e-Mohammed district commander of Kulgam, Waleed, is one of the terrorists who's a Pakistani terrorist, and the others, we are in the process. There are 2 locals. There are different names emerging. I would not like to disclose the names before the police have actually ascertained their identity. It's only then that those names can be
Sir,
30 foreigners among these.
what just surrounding in South Kashmir?
Sorry. Yeah,
South
this is the tally of the South Kashmir Katana.
Thank you, sir.
संजीवनी आयुर्वेदिक क्लिनिक पठानकोट के डॉक्टर मनदीप शर्मा द्वारा सभी पुराने रोगों का आयुर्वेदिक दवाइयों से इलाज। आयुर्वेदिक दवाइयों द्वारा कैंसर, जिगर, पीलिया, पथरी, चर्म रोग, पेट के रोग, बवासीर, भंगदर, फिशर, मुंह के दाग, कालापन, जोड़ों के दर्द, अस्थमा, एलर्जी, पुराना बुखार, ल्यूकोरिया, मूत्रपथ के संक्रमण, थायराइड, पीरियड संबंधी समस्याएं एवं अन्य रोगों का इलाज किया जाता है। संपर्क करें उत्तम गार्डन कॉलोनी, मनवाल, अपोजिट पटवारी ऑफिस, पठानकोट।